Okay, this problem right here is a little bit tricky. We have an absolute value that equals another absolute value. And when that happens, we kind of have to think of it like this, all right? So I'm going to take the first side where I have absolute value and just set it equal to what's on the inside of the absolute value. And I did the exact same the other way, right? Here on this absolute value, kept that inside, but I set equal to what was on the inside of this absolute value. Now we all know when we have absolute value, we make two different cases. We do a positive case, right, where it just equals our answer and it stays the same. Then we do a negative case, so the same absolute value equals the same thing, but now I make it negative. So to denote that, I put a -1 in front. All right, and I did it the same way, but I did it backwards here. So like this is the original, and we have the positive case. Here's the original, and then we have the negative case, again with the -1 in front. All right, when this happens, when there's nothing else on the outside of this absolute value, what you're gonna notice is that this problem right here is the exact same as this one. All right, so we just have one of those. And then we can almost cross off one of them. And the same thing on this one, if I were to multiply both these by -1, multiply both those, here those cancel, and then I have that -1 in front of the same thing over there. So we end up with just two of these. I can cross off this one, and I'm just left with both of those cases. All right, so let's go ahead and figure out what that answer would be. All right, on this case, let's see, we have both x squared is going to subtract that. I'm left with 3x equals -2x. All right, add 2x over. You're like, Mr. Martin, this isn't looking very good. Well, now I have 5x equals 0. What must x be in order for this to be true? X must be 0. You could divide by 5 and figure that out too. So x equals 0. On the other one, let's see, I think I moved this -1 over, that's fine. So I'm just going to rewrite that. X squared plus 3x equals, if I distribute this -1 through, it's going to be x squared plus 2x. Right, so let me bring those all to the same side. I'm going to add x squared, you're going to subtract 2x, add x squared, subtract 2x on both sides. On the on the right side, I'm left with 0. Those both canceled. And on the left side, I have 2x squared plus 1x, all right? Which I can figure that out. If I factor out an x, that leaves me with 2x plus 1 equals 0. I already have this first solution, x equals 0 from before, so I don't need to do that again. But in parentheses here, 2x plus 1 equals 0. Subtract 1, 2x equals -1, divide by 2, and x equals -1/2. So two solutions for this kind of messy looking problem are -1/2 and 0.